if you think about it, sex is natural, sex is good. Not everybody does it, but everybody should. I genuinely believe. I think sex is a natural part of life that everyone should fulfill. I mean, it's a part of everyone's life. I'm not going to sit and think, well, they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't fancy me if I wasn't a pop star, or if I wasn't a singer, or if I wasn't rich, because I am all those things, you know. And that's part of what attracts people to me now.
George, are you gay?
Am I gay? It's a pretty direct first question, isn't it? I've never said no. I've never said yes. No, I'm not. But the main thing I like to express is that I don't think it's anybody's business.
It is a hell of a first question, but when you wrap yourself around sex like George does, when you sing a song called I Want Your Sex, it seems fair enough to ask, what kind of sex do you want?
In other words, what I'm saying is I don't think it benefits anybody listening to my music to know whether or not I was in bed with a dog or a man or a woman last night. You know, it doesn't make any difference.
Between the two Georges was suddenly over.
I remember the first time I ever met Boy George, the first thing he said to me was, "You're so straight, you must be gay." So I thought, fine. And I've never said any, I've always kind of, you know, just accepted that he thinks, that he might think I'm gay, probably thinks most of the world is gay. I think it's a shame that he had a snipe at me, because I've always quite liked him, I've always admired his strength of character, but I don't really call what he's been doing lately strength of character.
So you're really a bit upset that he said you were gay?
Just disappointed. No, I wasn't upset that he said I was gay. That was not... I mean, I've had enough people, you know, accuse me of various things. Apparently, I mean, I've even been accused of bestiality, apparently, by one paper, which is quite alarming in a sense.
Some of those Fleet Street headlines.
Mm-hmm.
George Michael throws up over blonde.
Mm-hmm. Still in court, that one.
Fact or fiction?
What's in court? I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that it's fact. Of course it's fiction.
Story number 2, George Michael dancing around with a bottle full of pills, poppers.
That was good.
True or false, though?
Oh, false. They said something about... It said, George came back to the club at least 20 times, and each time with a bigger bottle. You know, I had this vision of me, like, running into the club with this 2-litre bottle of amyl nitrate. It was just pathetic.
Do you use cocaine?
I never touch cocaine. I hate coke. I hate the people that deal coke. I hate what goes on around coke. I think it's become it's not just a rock and roll thing now. It's a total yuppie thing, and it disgusts me. I just think it's horrible. But the thing is, apart from anything else, I don't think I look like someone who's been doing 5 years of drugs. Yeah, I'm very embarrassed about some of them. I'm proud of most of the stuff that Wham did musically, but from the point of view of image, there was an awful lot of stuff going on which given the chance to do it again, I would maybe change.
4 years, millions of dollars, millions of records sold. Why did you finally say, slam bam, goodbye, Wham?
Well, it was simply because it was not fun anymore. Because we were growing up, we weren't kids anymore. We couldn't have that, we couldn't genuinely promote that totally carefree thing anymore. But it wasn't a matter of wanting to dump Andrew or anything, because we started it together and we wanted to finish it together. You know, I always knew that I would have a solo career, and so did he. It was just a matter of how long Wham would remain fun for us.
Why do you think so many young girls are attracted to you?
I wouldn't know. If I knew that, then maybe I'd bottle it.
Even before we began our chat, George spent almost an hour on makeup and hair. Image is so important to him, he'd only let us film the left side of his face.
This is still me, George Michael, performer to a degree, because I'm on camera, and everyone on camera, you know, we wouldn't sit here talking in the same manner if we were just sitting here with a couple of drinks or whatever.
Filming your best side, like we're doing.
Absolutely.
Is that part of George Michael, a performer?
Well, George Michael, the performer, picks his photos, knows his best side. George Michael, the performer, has been watching every little detail of the last 5 years very carefully.
If you were a parent, is that possible?
Huh? Is it possible I'm a parent? It's possible, very remotely possible, but it's possible.
One day in the future?
Well, this is asking for trouble. You'll probably have 5 or 6 people rush to Fleet Street now. No, in the future it's possible, yeah.
If you were a parent, would you like your daughter to sit there watching a video with George Michael's naked butt?
I've never had my naked butt. Yes, I have, actually, kind of half of it. I certainly wouldn't object. I don't think there's anything I've done that's even vaguely pornographic.
That we're seeing in the video?
No, mum's the word. There's a bit, no, it depends which version you've seen, really. There's various butts in there.
Doesn't sound, though, like a campaign against promiscuity when the verse goes, sex is natural, sex is good. Not everybody does it, but everybody should.
It's true. I think it's true. I mean, do you know how many people have you met in your life that you think are better for not having sex? I didn't say have it now or have it when you're 12 or have it when you're 14. I said everybody should have sex.
But what makes you think that the world needs telling that really they should go out there and make love?
Because everything is pointing in the other direction. People are calling sex something dirty, something dangerous.
Many people, though, completely contrary to what you're saying, find that in the age of AIDS, your song is irresponsible because...
No, that's because I mean, if you ask kids who've heard both sides of the argument, right, and they did, right, it's not kids that are accusing me of that. It's kids' parents. Or it's people in media who are older or whatever.
I've listened to a lot of rock and roll, but I honestly can't think of, really, a more tasteless verse than sex is natural, sex is good, not everybody does it, but everybody should. I mean, that would rank really as one of the most banal and trite three lines in rock and roll.
I don't think it's trite. It's definitely an outstanding pop lyric. It's definitely going to be there in 5-10 years' time.
To go down with Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go?
Probably to go down with Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go, yeah. And I'm very proud of both of them.